As Chief Minister, Nayab Singh Saini has denied the Delhi government's allegation, saying that the Aam Aadmi Party has a habit to blame others, and saying the Delhi government cannot manage the water supply and is instead resorting to levelling these toxic charges against the Haryana government. Let's listen into what the Haryana Chief Minister had to say.
की फितरत भी है, उनकी सोच भी है, आरोप लगा करके भाग जाओ। आप अपने चीफ सेक्रेटरी को भेजिए। मैं अपने चीफ सेक्रेटरी को कहता हूं, जहां से सोनीपत से हम दिल्ली को पानी दे रहे हैं, आप उसको चेक कराइए, हम कैसा पानी दे रहे हैं। वो अमोनिया की बात करते हैं, परंतु वो ये ध्यान नहीं कर रहे। वो कह रहे हैं कि पानी की कमी है। पानी की कोई कमी नहीं है, उनकी इच्छा शक्ति की कमी है, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ठीक नहीं है उनका। और दिल्ली के लोगों को 10 सालों में जब वो पानी का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ही ठीक नहीं कर पाए, खड़ा होकर के तो मंच पे बोल दिया कि मैं फ्री पानी दूंगा, हर घर में दूंगा, हर इतना दूंगा।
So let's go across to my colleague Nikhil, who's joining us with more details. Nikhil, we have always known that the political discourse in India often gets toxic here, but this is taking it to a whole new level, because the statements which have been leveled first by Delhi's Chief Minister and then the former Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal, they're nothing short of accusing the opposition party of attempting genocide and biowarfare in the national capital.
Well, clearly, and the Chief Minister of Punjab and the Chief Minister of Delhi, they have also reached out to the Election Commission as well, and they have clearly alleged that this is the intention to adversely impact the supply of the water in the capital city during the peak time of the elections. So they are sensing some sort of distortion in this entire thing, but the EC has also stepped into this particular situation. They have sought a factual report from the side of the Haryana, and they have to submit the factual report on Tuesday morning. But the reaction are already out from both of the sides. Arvind Kejriwal has also gone on to allege that BJP is stooping to this particular law. On the other side, Nayab Singh Saini, he has gone on to say that this is clearly not proper distribution which is being managed from the side of the Aam Aadmi Party, and they have the habit of blaming Haryana government for their work which they are unable to do. But we need to see as to how much impact the water, in context to the water, is going to be in the capital city, although this is the peak time of the election and the peak time of the winters as well. But these allegations are very much important, wherein it is being alleged from the side of the Aam Aadmi Party that the levels of ammonia are so much high in the capital city that close to 3 of the plants are unable to work properly, and this is something which has created a shortage of the water supply across the city. So on Tuesday is the day when the factual report is going to be submitted from the side of the Haryana government. Back to you.
So, Nikhil, you're saying that the report on which essentially the Aam Aadmi Party is basing these very, very serious allegations, they have not officially been made public, which means that the Aam Aadmi Party is taking a massive leap of faith by connecting it to deliberate intent to try and poison Delhi's waters.
Well, clearly, because there is no any backup which has been...
All right, Nikhil, I'll just ask you to hold on to that thought. Let me go across to Shazia Ilmi, who's joining us from the on the phone. And Shazia Ilmi, of course, represents the BJP. Shazia ji, what do you have to say by the statements coming in first from the current Chief Minister, then the former Chief Minister? Because what Arvind Kejriwal has said in his tweet and on his soundbite as well, these are some very, very serious allegations against the BJP.
Well, he is a master of deceit, and he knows he's responsible for the mess in Yamuna, the pollution. In fact, there is a loss of 8,000 crores of rupees which have been allocated for cleaning up of Yamuna, which has been wasted. Where is that money gone? And he is in charge, and he in fact has said that, I'm sorry, I was not able to clean up Yamuna. It is the same Kejriwal who said just a few years back that this time if I don't clean up Yamuna, don't vote for me. And again he's promised that next time around he will clean up Yamuna. So all this time when he takes promises for Yamuna and takes responsibility for it not being cleaned up, suddenly he says it's responsibility of Haryana government. I mean, what has happened to him? This flip-flopping constantly, changing of goalposts, running away from responsibility and continuing with this blame game cannot go on forever.
Now, but Shaziji, if I could just play the devil's advocate, if this report is accessed and comes out says that there is an abnormal amount of ammonia content in the waters which enters Delhi from Haryana, this does indicate, of course, that, I mean, I'm not saying that there can be attempt to poison which can be attributed to BJP, but then does definitely justify questions being raised to the Haryana government as to whether they're not doing enough to ensure that the toxicity in the water is not weeded out.
You know, I don't think we should take Arvind Kejriwal too seriously. If this indeed was the case, why hasn't he flagged it earlier? Why is he just literally muddying the waters, as they call it, just making things so murky only to run away and shirk from his responsibility? So if I were you, I would not take them too so seriously, because all they know is how to do blame game, blame others constantly. Nothing is ever Kejriwal's fault. It's always someone else's fault. So how does he have to explain about the 800 crores given to his government, allocated to him to clean up Yamuna? What's happened to that money? And why did he take it in the first place? Why does he have a ministry in place, to a department which looks at the Yamuna pollution? So clearly, I mean, putting it down to now he wants to blame the BJP because Haryana government is there. It's quite insane. I mean,
Okay, I think we've lost Shadaji there, but I don't quite agree with her point of view that we should not take these statements seriously, because whether they're true or not, the magnitude of the allegations that have been leveled by the Aam Aadmi Party are very, very serious. And if these allegations cannot be proved, then questions also need to be asked as to whether these statements should be made loosely in the heat of an election battle here. Now, as you can see at the bottom of your screens, in about 21 minutes from now, we are going to be discussing that in detail with representatives from the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, with my colleague Shreya Dhondial as part of the urban debate. But for now,